Hi, fourth graders. Today for reading, we are going to listen to the book Shante Keys and the New Year's Peas, and we are going to be able to learn about all different kinds of traditions for New Year's that are celebrated around the world. And so to start, we are going to listen to this book, Shante Keys and the New Year's Peas. And as we are listening, I want you to make sure that you are keeping track of those different traditions that Shante is learning about as she visits with her neighbors. We'll use all the things that we learned in this video to help us with an activity here in a little bit. So go ahead and listen and enjoy our story.
Shante Keys and the New Year's Peas. Written by Gail Piernas Davenport. Illustrated by Marion Eldridge. Happy New Year, Grandma, says Shante Keys. Mom said we'll eat lucky New Year's peas. Mercy, cries Grandma. I'm weak in the knees. I cook lots of food, but forgot black-eyed peas. Chitlins, baked ham, macaroni and cheese. Greens and hot cornbread, but no black-eyed peas. It's a year of bad luck if we don't eat cow peas. Quick, go to Miss Lee's and borrow some, please. Happy New Year, Miss Lee, says Shante Keys. Gram wants to borrow some black-eyed peas. My New Year is later because I'm Chinese. I'll make crisp golden dumplings instead of cow peas. I'm sorry to bother you, says Shante Keys. Come join us for dinner so you can try peas. I'll try at the grocer's, Mr. McGee's. Your aisles are stocked with such delicacies. Why can't I find lucky black-eyed peas? Back home in my Scotland, far overseas, for New Year's, we toast and eat haggis and cheese. Happy New Year anyway, says Shante Keys. Come join us for dinner so you can try peas. Why don't you try asking Senor Ortiz? What do you eat for New Year's luck, Chef Ortiz? If you cook black eyes, may I borrow some, please? I am from Mexico, down by Belize. For luck, we make noise and eat grapes like these. Happy New Year anyways, says Shante Keys. Come join us for dinner so you can try peas. Next, Shante asks at her good friend Hari's, may I borrow peas for New Year's, please? We celebrate Diwali with other Hindu families. We light lamps and eat sweets, but no black-eyed peas. Thank you anyway, says Shante Keys. Come join us for dinner so you can try peas. Now Shante is frantic. She's in a time squeeze. She thinks hard and rushes to Auntie Marie's. I'd have too many if I cooked all of these. Hun, take what you need of my New Year's peas. Thanks, and come eat at Gram's with me, please. So Shante rushed home, and she was quite pleased. Grandma chops onions to cook with the peas. Auntie adds a coin for luck and a pinch of bay leaves. And Shante cooks rice as Mom oversees. Auntie says, "Shante, can you get the door, please? Your friends are here for dinner. Come to try the peas." The peas are delicious, the whole group agrees. Happy New Year and thank you, Shante Keys. Like the Keys family, many African Americans and people from the southern United States believe eating black-eyed peas on January 1st will bring good luck and prosperity for the new year. It has been a custom since the Civil War. Sometimes a dime is added to the pot, or else a penny is placed under the pot when the dish is served. Black-eyed peas, also known as black-eyed peas or cow peas, are thought by many to symbolize pennies, while others believe that peas mean peace in the new year. Traditionally, black-eyed peas are cooked with ham hocks, bacon slices, or salt pork, and served with rice in a dish called Hoppin' John. It's also served with greens, which represent folding money, and cornbread, which stands for gold. Other parts of the world celebrate the New Year with different foods and customs, and even on different calendars. The Chinese New Year is based on the lunar calendar. It begins between late January and the middle of February, and it lasts for 15 days. People clean their homes to avoid bad luck in the New Year and make homemade dumplings called gyoza. In Scotland, New Year's Eve has a long tradition as a favorite holiday. The Scottish celebration is called Hogmanay. Everyone raises a glass to toast the new year, even the children, who drink ginger wine, which is like ginger ale. The New Year's meal consists of cold meats such as haggis, which is stuffed sheep's stomach, bashed neeps and tatties, which is mashed turnips and potatoes, cheese, cakes, and scones. Re-cornered biscuits called hogmanays are also served. People sing the traditional New Year's song Auld Lang Syne, which was written by a Scottish person. Auld Lang Syne means the good old days. Midnight on New Year's Eve in many Spanish-speaking countries is busy and noisy. Families throw buckets of water out into the street to symbolize a clean start for the new year. Fireworks and firecrackers are set off too. At midnight, everyone eats 12 grapes to symbolize 12 months of good fortune. One grape must be eaten at each chime of the clock, so you have to eat fast. On January 1st in Greece, they celebrate the feast of St. Basil. Special St. Basil's cakes are made. Each one is covered in almonds and walnuts and has a coin baked inside for a lucky child to discover. Greeks believe if you eat something sweet, you will have a sweet year. The new year is called Oshugatsu in Japan. A popular custom is to eat thin buckwheat noodles called soba, which represent long life. To bring luck, children try to swallow one noodle whole without chewing it. The Jewish New Year begins in September or October. It's called Rosh Hashanah. Sliced apples are dipped into honey to make a sweet new year. How does your family celebrate the new year?
All right, friends. So we learned a lot of traditions that take place around the world centered around New Year's. And so we are going to look at each one of the characters we met in our story and how they celebrate New Year's. Our first character that Shante met was Miss Lee, and she was from China. And so when we think about in China, they celebrate the Chinese New Year. And we learned how that is just a little bit different than the New Year that we celebrate because it is celebrated in the end of January and early February. And they also shared with us that they have a traditional food that they eat on the holiday of Chinese New Year, and those were dumplings. And so we're going to go through each one of our different characters and work on them. We're going to do one more together, and that was Mr. McGee, and he was from Scotland. And you can see that here on the map. It's really close to England. It's right here in Scotland. And he celebrates New Year's in Scotland, and their traditional food was that haggis and cheese. And after our story, our narrator shared a little bit more about what those foods are, and maybe it made you think that that sounded pretty different than the things that we eat here. And so now, my friends, it's going to be your turn on Seesaw to fill in the answers for the rest of our characters. If you don't remember, you can come back to the video and watch it again, but you will complete Senor Ortiz from Mexico. You will complete Hari, who is from India. And you will complete Auntie Marie and Shante. Okay? And then the last thing that I want you to do is, if you have a tradition with your family for New Year's, I want you to tell us and tell your teacher about how you celebrate. Maybe you can just think about what you did this year to celebrate our New Year. So you have 3 slides to complete from our characters in our story, and then 1 video telling us how you and your family celebrate New Year's.